Throughout Death Battle's career, we have analyzed many heroes and villains with similarities, but these two villains are constantly compared in the Sonic community, like Infinite, Dr. Eggman's greatest creation, and Mephilis, the dark, the evil shadow of Shadow the Hedgehog. For this matchup, we will not allow Mephilis to transform into Solaris. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Years ago, Infinite was once used to be the commander of Jackal Squad, and he was proclaimed to be the ultimate mercenary. But one day, he and his don't you dare say that, Boomstick. Jeesh. Anyways, his squad invaded Eggman's place and confronted the Doctor. When Infinite tried to slash Eggman, he ended up colliding his blade with the Phantom Ruby, thus creating a hallucination of Infinite's secret desire, the world's destruction. Eggman saw this and decided to make a deal with Infinite to make him join on his side. Infinite agreed to it. Do you all notice the red thing on his chest? That's the Phantom Ruby, and with its absorbing power, he has lots of crazy abilities. Infinite has your basic energy beams, energy balls, and something a little different, energy cube manipulation. These energy cubes can be used as turrets, spike balls, etc. Infinite can create virtual reality clones with the energy cubes, and the clones with the same power as the original. Infinite has created clones of the likes of Shadow the Hedgehog, Zavok, Metal Sonic, and Chaos, and he can create clones with no limit. The Phantom Ruby can affect other dimensions. It's powerful enough to damage Supersonic and even depower him and restrain the Chaos Emeralds. The Phantom Ruby affected the Master Emerald's ability to float in the air. It can also warp reality, such as a wave of energy that distorts objects and surroundings. It can also warp space, gravity, time, and can open holes in space-time. The Phantom Ruby can also create a purple mist that warps those who enter to different locations. The Phantom Ruby can also create illusions. Infinite is very intelligent, creating powerful strategies with his team and Eggman's army. Infinite can also fly. Last but not least, Infinite can create null spaces, a portal to the null dimension where nothing exists, not even time. This guy can really show how much power he has, such as when Infinite can keep up with Sonic at Sonic's top speed in his base form at 6,711 miles per hour, and Infinite dodged an attack from Sonic at the speed with no issue. Infinite is very durable. He survived hits from Sonic and Shadow, who can tear through metal and crystal with no problem. He was also relatively unfazed after being hit with a double boost. Infinite defeated E123 Omega, helped take over 99% of the world, and effortlessly defeated Silver the Hedgehog. Infinite also defeated Sonic in their second encounter, led Eggman's forces against the Resistance, and created a small sun that could have eradicated the entire Resistance. As I said earlier, this guy kept up the Silver, and he dodged laser beams with E123 Omega, from E123 Omega, which has estimated to move around the speed of light. So yeah, he's pretty freaking fast. But just like every character with this power, Infinite is non-invincible. Infinite is arrogant and cocky, and the Phantom Ruby has a limited power supply, though once depleted it recharges fairly fast. Infinite is also not very experienced with the Phantom Ruby, not knowing everything about it, but still, if you see this guy coming, turn and run. Years ago, there was once a being named Solaris, the living flame. And Mephilis was originally part of that living flame. After being experimented on, Solaris was split into two forms, Mephilis, the Dark, and Iblis. Soon after being separated, Mephilis was sealed into the Scepter of Darkness by Shadow the Hedgehog, only to be released 10 years later during a fight between Shadow Rouge and Eggman's robots. After being released, Mephilis used Shadow's shadow to take on a form resembling him. Mephilis continued on to form an elaborate plan to free Iblis and reform with him to once again become Solaris. So in order for the plan to go into fruition, he had to send Silver and Blaze into the past to kill the Iblis Trigger, and the Iblis Trigger was none other than Sonic the Hedgehog, but Mephilis took care of that himself later on. Anyway, it's time to end story time and begin with his abilities. Mephilis inherited Shadow's Chaos Control skill, but only to an extent, as he was never demonstrated to be able to stop time, only teleport. What sucks for Mephilis is he never was able to battle hand to hand. He'd much rather spawn enemies to attack and hide in shadows. Hence him never wanting to battle with anyone besides Shadow. However, he wasn't afraid of Sonic after Shadow defeated Silver. Mephilis killed Sonic by transforming his arms into a lightsaber and impaling Sonic through the heart. So he does have means of battling hand to hand, but not many. Mephilis is also able to charge up giant energy blasts and fire them at his enemies. And he can also create an army of copies which can then latch onto enemies and explode. I wish I could do that. Mephilis is also capable of teleportation as stated before, and he can also fly. He can merge with his clones to transform into Mephilis the Monster. I bet it looks really badass. Holy... But Mephilis... But Mephilis isn't very strong and isn't the fastest without teleportation, but he's nearly immortal. Believe me or not, Mephilis is incapable of dying unless you trap him away in, well, something that can trap someone away. Despite that, Mephilis is extremely simple-minded, arrogant, and lacks hand-to-hand combat skills. Even though he was created in the worst game probably ever, Mephilis the Dark might just be the most persistent and powerful villain in the series. Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. But first, if you're a big Sonic fan, you'll enjoy this app. Okay. If you're having trouble finding other Sonic fans on the internet to talk to, no need to worry, because we got the solution for you. Introducing the Amino app, and specifically for this episode, the Sonic Amino. The Sonic Amino can let you enjoy expressing what you love about the Sonic franchise by posting art, hype posts, and much more. And not make really bad videos like what I'm doing and actually make something professional. Hint, hint. See? I could do better stuff than this using this app, so check this baby out. Just go to the App Store, download Amino, and join the Sonic community. But right now, it's time for a death battle! Infinite is seen hovering above a forest as his arms are crossed. Dr. Eggman wants me to find and destroy Sonic. I don't know how much progress I can make just by hovering over this forest. I'll think of another way. This is interesting. It seems that I can open it. Let's see what awaits me. What's this? A bug came to rescue me? Bug, I am the greatest creation in the world. Don't make me laugh. You won't be able to stop me. Why don't we test that then? I'll agree to that only because I need a warm-up. Ha! 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 Take this! Where did he go? Let's go, Billy! Die by the Zama creation! Energy blast! This guy's a lot tougher than I thought. I never knew that he'd be able to handle my warping skills. Well, it's not a surprise, as I am about to be a part of Iblis. I have powers that easily could transcend yours. Handle my clones. Well, actually, 100 of them, because I'm sure you won't last against them. Giant energy sign! Destroy them! This guy's not bad. Time to wrap this up. What are